I'm Mark Viette, and I'm going to talk about how to prune shrub lilacs. Well, really, I pronounce lilacs. Most of you are going to say lilacs. But here is an overgrown 16-foot tall lilac that probably was planted 24 years ago. As you can see, these are shrub lilacs. In other words, they produce a lot of stems coming up out of the ground. This is not a tree lilac. You prune that differently. I have an option. I could come in, spend 8 hours thinning this out, taking the oldest branches and some of the youngest branches, but that's going to really waste my time. What you might want to do is what I did 2 years ago. I came in and completely cut a lilac as big as this one right to the ground, 2 inches from the ground. Just came in, cut it, and look at it 2 years later. Beautiful blooms that you can see, not on top of the shrub itself, so you can never see them. Nice long stems that you can cut as a cut flower. Once you get your lilac to this point, you can go ahead and thin it out, which I'll show you right now. The first thing you want to do is look at your lilac shrub. And you'll notice on some of the old growth, the dieback that's occurring on this branch, it's occurring on others. As I look at this overall plant, I see about 20 shoots total. I'm going to remove at least 3. Remember, 1 to 2 out of every 10 should be removed. So you just find what you want to do, look at it, walk around the plant, make sure it's the right ones. Because once you cut it, you can't redo it. And I'm just going to come in here, and as I look, this is the one of the ones. I want to remove it just as close as possible. Always wear protective eyewear and gloves. Just like this. And so there's one branch. And my goal is to maintain new, young branches like this and like this. So I want to remove some of the older ones in this case because there's not a lot of young ones. Now, if there were 20 or 30 young branches, I would remove about 10 to 20% of those too. So when you're done, you're going to see something that really looks great. So just, you go in and I'm going to remove about 2 or 3 more. I get a little prune happy. In fact, my friends don't even let me come into their homes when I have my shears. I took a few more out than I wanted, and you might say, wow, this is drastic. But I will tell you, your plants will thank you in the future. This will help rejuvenate the lilac. It'll send up all this new growth. So it looks like I've done damage to it, but in fact, I've helped it. Now, the ideal time to prune lilacs is before they bloom or after they bloom. Some people wait till after they bloom so they can still enjoy a few flowers. I prefer to prune them back when they're still dormant right before they begin to grow. I'm Mark Viette, and this is how best you can prune a shrub lilac.